Hi guys, and welcome to your NXT review of Tuesday's episode. As of recording, this is the 17th of October 2025, and we're here to discuss the pre-tape episode which dropped on Tuesday. I think the reason why it was pre-taped was to kinda scale back on some of the costs as Raw, SmackDown and Crown Jewel all took place in Perth, so that's why um NXT backstage and backfill or the side was to this but we start off with Ricky saying another and he cuts a promo challenge in Trick Williams cuts a promo challenge in Trick Williams uh, Trick Williams appears via video screen. It's it was good that they never showed him. They never showed him with the TNA World Title because this was canned and obviously bound for glory happened on um on the Sunday night. So this was pre-taped in advance of that. He says he's ready to shift focus on the NXT title, but he said he'll do it in his time. Although later though you see Trick Williams attack Saints backstage, so that's all good. That's that taken care of. You do get a bit of conflab between Soul and Aria Soul actually um Soul actually tells um Aria she's got a spot in the battle royal. Zaria actually says, hang on, you've already got two championships, which is true. So there's jealousy. Although later on we find out Soul gives her spot to Zaria as a um as a way to kind of show as a way to kind of show support. So the f- so the so the first to the evening is obviously um Josh eggs up against the complete Matt Cardona, and this match I felt was a good start, and you have um you can have Matt Cardona hitting the reboot as it was once known as the Broski um and he was like Ryder. He hits that twice in this match. He also hits an pretty hard in tribute of his wife, Chelsea Green, who's on SmackDown, and yeah, Josh but tries. use the chain, but it gets snaffled off him by the ref. He hits a choke. He hits a couple of choke slams, and the owner kicks out, and and then he gets the and via the big and it's actually cool. Inish kind of victory, and he gets the victory. Pretty good match here. In the backstage area, the Hardy Boys gives him Yon Sweet or gives Yon Sweet a orange of on Evans a bit of advice, and he said he that attack the dogs he orchestrated it on you guys up as and as a hit or as you I'm sure will on it back, but we've both got your back, and kinda I think that'll kinda lead to an 8-man tag eventually. So I do agree with him so in um on that regard. Will he also get the announcement of the WWE Speed and um championship tournament for the number one contendership? You get Axiom, you get Axiom, and who was it Axiom of his face again? Because I can't hate them or oh shut that's terrible. I know Axiom's in it Zachary and I think, and I can't really remember the other. I can't really remember the other match, and then obviously you've got the semi-final and the final. I'm sure that we can. I'm sure that we can kill. Udida. I'm sure that'll start next week. He can be breaking. Udida, however, in Havoc. Obviously, you see the tension between as a and Tatum Paxley, but backstage um as either of um as a white level area as obviously um as obviously hanging out with a of Chase U and the of Chase U and Hank and Tank in the backstage area. Obviously, 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 you know, obviously, there are arguing about who gets to be number one contender or in face the winner of the Hardys and Darks. However, in Havoc for the extra apps, obviously obviously Chase and Hank and Tank go get our event to Ava's office. That's kind of and you see Chirrut Williams attack um I I I eight, as I've said, but then when we get to the next match in the card, it's obviously Io del Doctor Wagner Jr. defeating um X's King by a pin for all using them at channel drive or obviously level. X's King actually he decides to pick apart Dr. Wagner Jr.'s own egg, etc. And obviously it was a good shown by both guys, etc. But then the match and no could driver gets them, and it also Page, Ethan, Ethan Page then runs down acknowledging. But then, Elio del Doctor America, Junior challenges Page to a Day of the Dead match at NXT, however, in Havoc, so, so all of that's good, and that'll be an interesting match. I'd kinda like it to be title for title. Oh, but they've kind of been doing a lot of that recently. So I don't think they'll go down that route. But in any case, um, but in any case, it's move on. I've watched then, um, I've watched then get to Zaria versus um get to Zaria versus oh, Aikman in order. Oh, I felt this. I felt that this matchup. I felt that this matchup, the two wrestlers had great chemistry, but so accidentally, eh, accidentally, he distracts the referee, giving no time to use a hair and jams Arya in the saddle and jams Arya in the throat to get the victory. Here good um a good technical a good technical match here, but obviously it adds a bit of story, and it really ramps up the tension between Zarya and Solo. Uh, um, and in the back, um, and the back, you see Eva Santino Morel. I should um I should and obviously um Ariana Grace is there. Uh, she she kinda asks Santino has a to if Santino in his ear. San, Santino de Ensadre es, Sadre es, Eva about, um, about, about having its future son-in-law was the still up against go go up against the um go up against is up for the TNX Division Championship. Obviously, obviously the should be obviously the should be on NXT the should be the should be in NXT this or I think maybe how I mean Havoc I can't remember but anyway the match is sanctioned for an NXT out then you get um yeah and you get a very good or almost by and you get a very good pro almost by faith or Phil and um talking about the shake-ups that they've made to the or open about why they added them in the it they said Fatal Influence is to be top of the pile of the women's division. You bet the most feared faction etc. And then and then how and said and needed to run the factory. He's saying get rid of Asmsman and that's and he decided I did to bring in the right and or he that showed and and I knew I had to beat the AC for the bell and she said over time I gained the respect for J six channel wanted to contribute to the or and I think this is a good fit for her in the she's obviously a very polished and performer and storyline wise it's been very stable so it kind of makes and yeah so that takes care of that. I'm happy with that although I tried to keep Jasmine around in a babyface capacity contract contract talk fell through, but yeah, what can you uh, and then it's time um and then it's time for the NXT for the NXT champion the NXT championship in this battle royal you have any stars like you know and you have stars and you have um, and you have stuff such as peroxide, and then here you have Aria Sade, and the you have you have the inspiration Casey, and obviously you have Jessica McGee, and then here, um, and I actually did, and I actually did have some on sort of some fun on sort of sports. You have you, you have the reunion of actual agent and Aria. Obviously you have as kind of use an elimination attempt, but the two hug it out until the Aria and Jordan Grace and they assist each other and dump over them over the top rope. Um, Jada Park, Jada Park, got eliminated very early on in the battle royal. I think she's rumoured to be called up to um, SmackDown, um, obviously tonight or in the next couple episodes of SmackDown, as Triple H kind of wants to beef up the roster. But yeah, she gets eliminated very early on, and you see obviously, and you see and you see Tatum Paxley, and you see Tatum Paxley, he begin to come in on. You have Solo who accompanied Zaria ringside, but um, um, obviously Solo uh, and gets attacked by obviously obviously um, it's another oh um she, she gets Austin to the deals ears Aria is a bit confused uh, he, so she jumps down in order to check on Solo but ultimately he ultimately yeah, humanities ourselves, adding to the story, but we in those, obviously there's still T'Challa and Sharon, and except for the tag championships on SmackDown that'll tonight, I think, and so a bit of tension throughout the night for those, but Tatum Paxley, but Tatum Paxley is the last to and then her thing, and she'll emanates and she'll emanates as a Eamon Jordan she'll emanates as a Eamon Jordan race as a dame was it's a bit pissed off so Chira and yeah the heel turn will definitely the heel turn will definitely happen nah nah the unknown Tatum parts will happen how in Havoc to lost her the tag title the tag title um mm, match obviously Tatum Axel it was on to Harlem in Havoc and obviously I forgot what to mention that the triple threat tag team match a Tracy uh, a Tracy Hankin Tank and Hankin Tank and and years obviously that kind of ends in a disqualification as OTM for on and machine for ice get involved and yeah and then yeah that kind of causes a disqualification. I didn't actually think you could get a disqualification and a triple threat and a triple threat match but yeah there you but here you have it guys and the end of the episode actually he sees the Hardy boys get attacked after the battle royal after the battle royal in the end obviously I have a area celebrates with a paxley so a very story heavy episode here and I'll give it maybe an 8 out of 10 a very sort of digestible episode obviously as it was pretty taped they didn't stack it to they didn't stack it up to the usual um volume to the usual volume and yeah there's no annoying right back sort of messages as it was a pre-tape episode so it made it a bit easier to um or everything but yeah guys so yeah, the Hardys get attacked at the end of the episode when you all know it was that attacked and you get so 8 out of 10 remember to hit the like share and subscribe and I'll see you all for another video soon. I have a video over, I might have a video over the and who knows, but yeah, I'll see you very soon, and enjoy the rest of your Friday evening and your and the festivities.